You're not around these people, the women of these tribes. All right, you're around so-called Edomite, all right, Ammonite, a Moabite, all right, either nation. You're naturally gonna what? Lie with that woman, all right. And these women, these different nations, man, they love Jake, all right. So they gonna naturally flock to Jake, and Jake gonna naturally lie with those women, and you're gonna what? Naturally bring forth seed, and your seed is not gonna come back looking exactly like you, all right. You know, same complexion, all right. You know, whatever, or say a so-called black man, a Judite, all right. You're not gonna come out with dark skin, okay, with sheep-like hair, all right. You know, it's gonna be so-called more diluted. Yet that spirit is still gonna be an Israelite baby, whether it's a woman or a man. You know, because the body is just a house for spirit. You know, okay, all right. So really, hey man, the outward appearance don't even matter, man. It's all about the spirit, and that's what the elder brother was going into. To that Jake that was up here, but he has an Edomite mind frame.
Couldn't get it.
Yeah, he can't get it. So,
Yep. He's caught up on that skin color thing, man. Yeah. So we broke it down to him and explained it to him plainly, man. All right? But it ain't for him. All right? He caught up on the Edomites raping some of the natives, man.
Good.
The Southern Kingdom got raped too. Yeah. All right? You could be an Edomite if that's the case, man.
Yeah, right. Straight up.
You know? It's about your spirit, man. All right, and furthermore, the genealogy, we don't have the records, man.
Yep.
All right, so you can't really necessarily go back and trace your line all the way back to Judah, Benjamin, you know? It's a spiritual thing, man. It's a thing of faith. All right, that's what Yahweh Shem Yahushai wants. All right? We want you to show your faith. We want you to believe in this thing, man. All right? You had that? The remnant?
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 9. And except the Lord of hosts have left us, and except the Lord of hosts have left unto us a very small remnant.
Yeah, a very small remnant, man. All right, because when you go into what happened to our people, all right, you go to what happened to the northern tribes, the Heavenly Father always left a remnant, man. The whole, all of Ephraim didn't get wiped out, okay? All of Manasseh didn't get wiped out. All of Gad didn't get wiped out, man. All of Reuben didn't get wiped out. There was always a remnant left, man. Yeah, you had tares amongst them, but the seed was still there, man. All right? And that's what a lot of you guys don't understand. All right? Especially you guys that say all the tribes are black, man. Okay? It's determined by your seed. All right? Where your forefather goes back to, man. All right? Keep going.
If I could just say this, you know, Jake likes to get busy.
Yeah.
You know, so it could have been left with a small remnant of men, but what? They popping plenty of women. Yeah. That's how it's gonna be in the kingdom when the whole nation come back. So it don't take nothing for the man to come back. You know.
Yep.
Hey, even women say that. Remember that Persian chick that came by the camp? She started bugging out. My trainer. Remember? Well, she used to say that. She said, yeah, it's only like a handful of guys that are getting all the girls. That was her observation. She lived in San Francisco. That was her observation. So that's what was happening. That's how it happens all the time, man.
Yep.
And who are those guys? Israelites.
Yep.
Israelites who are getting all the girls. Shooting them up. Yeah. You know? And dipping out.
Tribe of Benjamin.
Yep. They almost got wiped out. But the Heavenly Father left for remnants. And what they do, they grabbed up multiple women, man. Because that's a part of our custom, to have multiple women, man. They have a lot of children.
Right.
All right?
Fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, that's right. That's a commandment.
Isaiah 1 and 9. And except the Lord of hosts have left unto us a very small remnant.
God, because it wasn't the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai for the entire nation or the entire tribe to be exterminated, man. He always left a remnant. It's a remnant of Gad. And now Gad is still a big multitude, man. Yeah, you got tares amongst them, but that don't mean that Gad ain't there, man. The Most High is still going to pluck 144,000 out of Gad, 144,000 out of Benjamin, Levi, Judah, okay? Manasseh, all the tribes, man. It's a remnant, all right? Keep going.
We should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Yeah, so completely destroyed, man. All right? If it wasn't for the mercy of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, we would have been completely exterminated, man. All right? Because when the red Hebrew Edomite came over here, he had a bloodlust, man. He wanted to murder all the Israelites that were here, man. But Yahweh Shem Yahushai didn't allow that to happen. Okay? Keep going.
I think that was it.
God, what did I tell you to get?
Jeremiah 16.
Okay, hold that. Revelation 7. Revelation 7. Bring it out.
Revelations chapter 7, verse 1.
You hold Isaiah 11 and Acts the 2nd chapter.
And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
Yeah, which the wind represents the destruction. Okay, so really the only thing that's holding back the destruction is that the elect haven't been sealed yet, man.
Yeah.
Okay? But we in the time of the elect being sealed. That's why you see the prophecies moving so fast, man. Okay? Keep going.
And I heard a number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Of all the tribes of the children of Israel. All right? Now, it don't mention color because color has nothing to do with it, man. Like we read earlier, Numbers 1 and 18, it goes by the seed of your father. That's what determines your nationality, man. All right? So that 144,000, that could be a light-skinned Gadite, man. It could be a light-skinned Judite. All right? One of them 144,000 men from whichever respective tribe look just like Blake Griffin's son, man.
Right.
All right? Blonde hair, you know? It don't matter what your skin color is, man.
It's hard to tell sometimes.
Well, that's why you go off the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
All right? We don't deal with the outward appearance, you know? We judge the spirits, all right? That's how we know if a dude is wicked or righteous when he comes up, man. The spirit that he comes up in, all right? Like that dude that was up here early, he was foul, man. He came up before, but he came up in a different spirit this time. All right. The other times he was chill, he kicked back, but basically what he did, he just exposed his disbelief in the truth, man. So now the Most High done with that nigga. He has no chance, man. All right. He sealed his fate. Now he's gonna be destroyed, man. Okay. Then you want to try to threaten people. The Most High can take your other leg, man. All right? He can make you like Keep the Sneak, give you a colostomy bag, man. You know, this ain't no joke. All right? But he ain't going to take that into consideration because, like he said, he don't believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is dealing with us.
Yeah, there's dudes who are in this truth, who is out here laboring, that the Most High just get rid of them, they put them to death, have them get hit by a tractor trailer, have them homeless, wandering around as a transit. There's dudes who's been listening, now they dealing with so-called trannies, man. Other men that think that they're women. That's what the Lord can do to you, man. Because once you let them demons overtake you, man, you're open for anything. Yeah, and pretty much now the demons is gonna overtake him. Now he's just open for judgment from Yahweh. And it says it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
That's right.
That's why the scripture says like it. Scripture say, knowing the terror of the Lord will persuade men.
That's right.
That's why we out here, because we understand the terror. We know good and darn well what the Most High can do to you, man. We've seen it. We done seen guys bug out like we right in front of us. And then dude he ain't never been the same. He ain't never been the same. Now the guy, he's all messed up because he sees what's coming. He sees what's coming on the earth and he knows what he did. So now he's got all that guilt. See, when you do wickedness within the brotherhood, you fall out, all types of guilt comes upon you, man. That's why you don't want nothing to do with the truth, with the scriptures. And guess what? The scriptures are everywhere, man, so you can't avoid it.
And this thing is going mainstream.
Because the blood of Yahushua ain't on you no more.
That's right.
Now you're open to judgment from the Heavenly Father. You got no more grace, you got no hedge around you.
And pretty much, you accept the society. You're now at one with this society. Which means what? You're against Yahushua.
That's right, anti-Messiah.
You're anti the Messiah. And pertaining to Luke, if you want to get it, Luke 19, he gonna put people like that to death.
That's right.
Well, really, he's gonna command his servants to put them to death in front. And everything is being revealed, man. We in the time of everything being revealed. And it's plain to see that we would have to be the men of the Most High. We would have to be the prophets. By process of elimination. When you read the scriptures and then you examine what brothers are doing, that would have to be us. Everybody else fake. IUIC busted up. Now all them dudes I was with IUIC, they coming on our common board, man.
Free agents.
Yeah, they free agents. Israelite free agents. And you see what happened. They had that woman up there, and she couldn't. You see when the camera came on, she couldn't wait to tell, man. She had that look like, I'm gonna tell. I'm about to tell. Who knows how many Jakes she got locked up? She was in the streets. She was on that gang. So who knows how many Israelites she got trapped up back in where she said she was originally
Chicago.
Yeah, and then she went to Atlanta.
Southside Chicago.
Yeah, she went to Atlanta just to do what, man? Just to stir shit up.
Get married,
get divorced, and then spill the beans on the whole congregation. Bring that out, brother.
Yep. It's St. Luke 19 and 27.
Yeah, that's her lot. That's her lot in this thing, you know? Because now what's gonna happen to her? She out of there.
Yep.
You can tell, man, she was on some. She gonna go back to fraud, scam, all that.
Yep.
Yeah, but not only that, there's a lot of blood on whose hand? That's Nate, man.
Nate.
Yep.
Because that's your show.
Uh-huh.
Here it is, you bringing all these people together, you're having them get married. They go to the white man to get married, now they're getting divorced. And you're in charge of all that. That's all types of wickedness going on, man. She's saying, yeah, I get married, and then her guy's a liar. Oh, it was just all dark. It was just wickedness.
Yeah, it was a mess, man.
It's a hot mess, exactly. Hey, and the scriptures ain't none about that. Hey, you're supposed to get a congregation together, make sure they get married. And then these women in the IUIC, they say you ain't married until you're really married.
Yep.
They believe that. You got to go to the white man and get the document to say you're married. So you're not married until you're really married. They believe that.
Where's that in the scripture?
Not in there.
That's wickedness, man.
Oh, and now she said that she gonna get alimony.
Man, that's wicked.
Yep.
That's wicked.
It says she's supposed to go out with nothing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, just get that law, Exodus 21. Because there's laws on how to govern marriage. Which look, you ain't got no wives here. They didn't say if you did have a wife, they say they didn't have wives be as though they had none. Meaning, hey, like the brother Mike Ali, he was breaking it down perfectly. You're supposed to look at that man and be like, man, I didn't even know he had a wife and children. Why? Because he's so zealous and so diligent in doing the work of the Lord, man, the work of Yahweh Shem Shah. Yeah, it's either Deuteronomy 21 or no, it's Exodus. Yeah, Deuteronomy 21 deals with the law on the other nations' women, because you can deal with women from the other nations. Hey, what you got a lot of Israelite women? They got a problem with that. They're making videos now cursing us out. Ain't that something? You got it, brother. I think you should start at 10.
Okay. This Exodus 21 and 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. Yeah, I'll start at 9. It's at the point, but the point is in 11, verse 11. Verse 9. And if he have betrothed her unto his son, he shall deal with her after the manner of daughters. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish.
Right, food, raiment, which is clothing, and duty of marriage, which is what? You still got to lay it on her.
Yeah. Yep.
Got to render unto her due benevolence, like I tell you in the book of Corinthians. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 11, and if he do not these three unto her, then shall she go out free without money.
Go out free. Now let's say with alimony.
Free, then shall she go out free without money.
Without money, man. So alimony, is that in the scriptures? No, man. But you know what? She's totally back in the world, man. But she was never in the world. She was already in the world.
Nate's in the world. The whole IUIC is in the world, man.
That's why she said, well, look, I tried to play the little thing to go along, because it was never in her. It was never in her. She just had that fake presence on her, man. It wasn't in her. It was just on her. Yeah, she said it. You know, the whole time she was just looking. All right, I'll play along. But if you go too far, I'm going back to the streets. Yeah. Yep. Because you can't trust women, man. Oh, they got a billboard. Trust women. Scripture say never trust thine enemy, and then you go to Micah the 7th chapter. It says, "Then she that is mine enemy."
Hey, watch that movie Casino. The main lesson was don't trust these women. He's always like, man, if I could do one thing, I wouldn't trust that bitch. You stupid ass. So trust the woman. Go ahead, do that, man.
Yeah, there's a big campaign on that. They got the so-called white man wearing that shirt. Hashtag trust black women.
Yeah. Well, you know why he got that.
Exactly. Because he wants you to be led back to him.
Yep.
By Big Booty Judy. Hey, but now everybody's waking up. So Jake's just like, all right, man, you so-called black woman, you out of there. And now the so-called black woman, she's out openly with the so-called white man.
Yep.
It was in the mall. They had their little terror kids there. They weren't even looking after them. They was all they saw us and they started. Esau, you know, Esau, he's trying to make mockery. He started playing with her, started tongue kissing and all that. Look, man, you can have her ass. Y'all are both going down.
That's right.
Y'all are both traitors. Exactly. Y'all are rejected. Hey, like that old saying, rejection hurts. And nobody's getting rejected on a large scale like you so-called black women, you so-called white men.
That's right.
Misery loves company.
Misery loves company. The serpent and Eve. But you know what? Your partnership is going down, man. Falling on hard times. And ultimately it's going to be dissolved. You're going to be destroyed. You so-called white people, you're going to be destroyed. You so-called black woman, you're going to be destroyed. That's right. And then you're going to come back in the kingdom, you're not going to be the nigga woman anymore.
That's right.
All right, you're going to be a Judite. All right, because right now, you playing with fire dealing with you so-called black woman. Go ahead.
This is Leviticus 21:7.
Right.
They shall not take a wife that is a whore.
Right, it's talking about the Levites, which were what? Priests. Now, we're all a nation of kings and priests now. Under the order of Melchizedek, bloody Yahushua. Go ahead, brother.
They shall not take a wife that is a whore or profane. Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband.
Right, a woman put away from her husband. Yeah, the Levites are supposed to have straight virgins. Okay, and like I said, we're going to have straight virgins in the kingdom. We ain't going to get some chick. Okay, yeah, she was molested by her uncle when she was 5. Then she got turned out. She was on the track 12 to 17. Now she's 19. She good. She looks so good. She's so nice. You would never know, man. There's a lot of women like that, man. Lots of multitudes of, especially these real fine women. They got all types of bodies on them. You would never know, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, until she get a couple drinks in her.
Oh, she started. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Some of these women, you start actually consummating with them, and they'll start crying.
Yeah, and those women have been sexually abused.
Exactly.
Because that sexual feeling reminds them of them getting abused, man.
Yeah.
And then they feel guilty for it. And they put it on you. These women are gone.
Yeah. Now you're the source for this.
But that is the so-called white man's fault.
It's all his fault. Exactly. Because the so-called white man gave these women liberty so that they could destroy themselves.
Yep. And he gave liberty to you sicko Israelites to do that to these women, man.
Right. Go ahead, brother.
It says, neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband.
Right.
For he's holy unto his power. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that are doing that at IUIC. They're putting women away and giving her to other men.
Right. Yeah, if her husband
was treat her right.
She with, if he ain't treating her right, which that's none of your fucking business. Yeah. If he ain't so-called treating her right, if he ain't in the truth, they'd tell her to leave him.
Right.
Yep.
That's wicked, man.
Or if he ain't ready to go take her to City Hall, she got to go and go to City Hall with another Israelite guy, man. It's the what do they call that? The old shows, the matchmaking, man.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be preaching the word. You're supposed to really be concentrating on the downfall of this place. Because that's what's coming out non-stop. Matter of fact, let's pull up some articles, recent articles. Let's just go non-stop to the prophecy. Because the spirit of the Lord is what? The spirit of prophecy. The spirit of Yahushua. If you have the testimony of Yahushua, you're going to have the spirit of prophecy on you. Yeah, like Karatazat was using the head of Orlando, really the head of Florida. They made a video about is it lawful to shave. We ain't in the time of that, man. Yeah. You should be thinking about escaping the judgment that's coming on the earth. Is that it? Yeah, read the next verse. Read the next verse. Verse 9. How serious it is, man, about being a little whore out here. Go ahead, brother.
Neither shall they take a woman put away from her husband, for he is holy unto his power. Thou shalt sanctify him, therefore, for he offered the bread of thy power.
Go ahead.
He shall be holy unto thee, for I, the Lord, will sanctify you, am holy.
Go ahead.
And the daughter of any priest, if she profane herself by playing the whore, she profaneth her father.
Right, that's a stain upon your household. Go ahead.
She shall be burnt with fire.
She shall be burnt with fire. So what's going to happen to a lot of these Israelite women? They're going to get burnt with fire. With the missiles. Go ahead, Maya.
This is Matthew chapter 24, going into the prophecy, verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming?
Right, the sign of thy coming. That's what you're supposed to be looking forward to, the sign of the coming. Hey, Yariya, hold 2nd Ezra, the 8th chapter, the last few verses. Okay. And then we're going to go into the 9th chapter. And I know you're going to pull up some fire articles. Because everybody out here is through, which is beautiful because it just allows us more pure edification. That's right. You know? Hey, before, going back 5-6 years, you do nothing but scoffers and scorners non-stop, man. We have to deal with somebody, all right, the Lord will use us to slay them, then somebody else come, then we got to hit them, then we got to go around, we got to duck, do nothing but an all-out blitz. But you know what? That was a test. It was a test of our faith. And we're still going to be tested. It's a continual test. Yet it's being made plain that the Lord is with us 144%, man. And our power did that to build us up, man, to get to this point. Because now everybody's sorrowing and we're starting to rejoice. Pertaining to Luke the 21st chapter. When these things begin to come to pass, lift up thy head, for thy redemption draweth nigh. Go ahead, brother.
It says end of the world.
Right, the end of the world. And we're at the end of the world. When it says the end of the world, it's not talking about the end of the earth. Hey, get Ecclesiastes, the first chapter real quick. Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. And then you hold Isaiah 45 and 17. And we're going to go into 18.
Yep.
We are clearly in the time of the end. America just pulled out of that INF treaty, which means what? World War III. Yep. And you got all types of headlines that say that, World War III.
Russia's pulling out too.
Right, of course they're going to pull out, man.
Putin just said he's pulling out too. He's like, we're out of it too. If America ain't with it, we ain't with it.
Right. Right.
So they got that happening. Then you have what's happening in Venezuela. They're going wild, and they're happening in France right now.
Right.
They got the cops shooting rubber bullets the size of golf balls.
Yeah, and eventually they're going to bring out the guns.
Now they're going to really start killing
They're going to bring out the guns.
They're going to get the guillotine back.
Yeah, because you can see, man, the protesters, they stomping out the police, firing on them, doing all that, man. So eventually they're going to bring out the guns, and then the yellow vesters, they're going to get their guns. All out chaos. Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, this Ecclesiastes 1 and 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever.
The earth abideth forever. So when it says the end of the world, that's not synonymous with the end of the earth.
Okay.
It's the end of the so-called white man's world. And good riddance.
Yeah.
It's nothing but obese people on drugs, women roaming free, voicing their opinion, bugging everybody out, causing confusion. Men that think they women, so-called studs.
Yeah.
Genetically modified organisms, cars that breathe pollution. And then who are they trying to blame for it? The so-called black man. Yep. Somehow the so-called black man is he's the source of all of this, man. But you know what? The Lord's not letting you do that no more. All right, because you try to blame us. That's what that was about. Oh, look, they're instigating. They instigated it. But you know what? The Lord ain't letting that fly. Because all week is just full out exposure on you so-called white people. Whenever you pull up a video, it's a so-called white man doing something sick. All right, robbing somebody, hitting a lick, being a thug, a red Hebrew Edomite thug, a scoundrel. Yep. All right, now get that in Isaiah 45:17.
Isaiah 45:17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
That's the world without end. Keep reading. Right, that's the world that's going to be without end.
For thus saith the Lord that created the heavens, the Most High himself that formed the earth and made it.
Right.
He hath established it.
Right.
He created it not in vain. He formed it to be inhabited.
He formed it to be inhabited.
Yeah.
By who? What's the world without end? The Israelites, because he made the world for our sake. You get that? Second Ezra 6. Get Second Ezra 6 and then get Second Ezra 9, 13.
Man, buy us for us.
For us, Boo-boo. You know what's funny? I saw a obese so-called white woman. She was through. She had a FUBU sweater on, man.
Oh, man.
Man, Esau, you looking real bad right now, man. Yeah, all your daughters, they got a Steph Curry. She got a Steph Curry jersey. She got the so-called black man on her back. But she wearing FUBU. She trying to wear Jordans with the hoops. Oh, Kanat. Hey, when we was at Texas Roadhouse, that so-called white chick, she tried to have her edges like the so-called black woman with baby hair. Yeah, her baby hair. She had the hoops on. She was looking, she was just bugged out, man.
Yeah.
Cause she knew she wasn't right. He ain't about to deal with you, you know. But yeah, he saw that nobody want to be an Edomite no more. So everybody want to be Jake. You go on sports. Hey, the Super Bowl's tomorrow. Ain't nobody talking about the Super Bowl unless they talk about how Kaepernick should be playing for the NFL. Oh, that's the spirit.
There's $2 million there.
Yep.
With Steph.
Yep. I'm with Cap.
Nobody gives a shit about this Super Bowl.
You go on these sports sites, they talking about, okay, where's Anthony Davis going to play? Where's Kyrie going to play? This and this and this. And they just only like in the middle of the season, man. baseball starting in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
They just want to see Jake turn up, man, and have fun and win. Everybody's tired of you so-called white people, man.
Right.
Except for the so-called black woman.
Yeah.
But it's okay, man. Y'all gonna go down together. Read.
Oh yeah, second Ezra 6 and 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be lords over us and to devour us. But we thy people, who thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
Right, because that wasn't the time. The time is now. All right, the time is now for the Israelites to be set back on the throne underneath Yahushua, under King David in proper order, man. Now is the time. Oh, Romans 13. It's high time to awake out of sleep. Give me that real quick. Romans 13 and 11. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Not for these people. We were going in the car. There's all types of memes about how January was the longest year. They refer to January as if it was a year. Everybody brought in the new year and it was turning up. Oh yeah, 2019. Then 2019 come. Everybody looking for 2020. Now everybody want to go to 2020. They so through. Yeah, there's all types of memes. Like, all right, we survived January 2019. Oh no, that's we survived the year of 2019. It just started, man. Everybody always already tapping out.
Well, we just saw someone drop dead in the mall, man.
And people were saying, I'm scared. You know, because the mall's a gang of women. You know, aimless women just walking around, laughing, joking. Oh, I'm scared. Scared of judgment. Yeah, scared of judgment. Because these people know they ain't right. So they're thinking like, man, this can happen again. It's what? Wrath. People know wrath is coming. Romans 13.
Romans 13
That's the spirit.
and 11.
More judgment. More fire. Go ahead.
And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
Right, it is high time to awake out of sleep. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Right, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. We're right at the doorstep. All hell is already breaking loose around the world. And really, hell is breaking loose in America too.
Yeah.
Due to who? The red Hebrew Edomite going on killing sprees.
That's right.
All right, assaulting children, shooting unarmed innocent women. Wait a second, why ain't nobody talking about the so-called white man in toxic masculinity? He actually killed people.
Yeah.
All right, he killed 5 so-called, I don't know what nationality they were. He killed so-called women.
Yeah.
Execution style, in a bank, man. Why ain't nobody paint him as the picture of toxic masculinity? See, but it's okay, man, because we gonna do it.
Good.
The spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
We're the ones set up to expose him.
That's right.
The Lord shall consume him with the spirit of his mouth.
Got it.
We're the ones revealing the red Hebrew Edomite, man.
That's right.
For what he really is. He's a red Hebrew Edomite. He's not a white man. He ain't Norwegian. He ain't German. He ain't English. All right? He ain't British. He ain't Spanish. He's a red Hebrew Edomite. And he's a devil. Right. The most violent and hateful nation on the earth, man.
Yeah.
All right?
We're here to do the work of Satan.
Right.
Yep.
He spreads nothing but violence, destruction, and homosexuality.
That's right. He's a violent homosexual.
That's it. That's all. That's the spirit. That's all he has to offer.
Yep.
That's all he got going for him is being a homo,
Yep.
a child molester. All right, bombing people,
Liar.
drug dealer, a drug dealer, thug, the red Hebrew Edomite thug.
Ultimate thug. That nigga
Ultimate
sell
thug.
drugs. He fuck you up if you don't comply with him.
Yep.
You know you don't want to play by his rules. He gonna destroy you.
Yep.
You know he gonna slander your name. You know.
We got to eat from Esau.
Red Hebrew Edomite. Go ahead.
It said the Trump administration said it would require extraordinary effort to reunite what may be thousands of migrant children who have been separated from their parents. And even if it could, the children would likely be emotionally harmed.
Oh man.
Emotionally harmed.
Yeah. Now, because they were Esau now. All right, Esau's doing all manner of wickedness to him. See, the scriptures talk about Ephraim and how they was going to bring their children to the murderer. That's what you're doing. Ephraim and the rest of the tribes, because when I say Ephraim, it's talking about Ephraim specifically and the rest of the northern kingdom. You bring your children to the murderer. You come up here asking for a better life, it's even worse. Now them children are done, man. And then they have that wickedness done to them, and they just spread it, man. You just gotta kill them, man. Because the so-called white man, he's nothing but a disease. He infects you, and then he sends you out to infect other people, man. That's why these Jakes are so messed up, man. Because the so-called white, a lot of them, the so-called white man touched them. All right. He filled their head with nonsense for 12 years. Then the Jake go to college, and then he go back to the community and spread that, man. So the so-called white man can then turn around and say, well, look, I didn't do it, but you set up a few Jakes, you bugged them out, and then they spread it. So you did do it, man. Like them Jehovah's Witnesses, man.
Got it.
Yeah, although missionaries, they're always getting caught raping women, raping children, stealing. Oh, remember that one dude in Africa? You see, he was beating their ass. He was beating them in the hotel.
Yeah,
because they didn't accept Jesus.
He called them niggers.
Yeah,
he said, what did he say? He said he was Jesus. Yep. He said, I'm God, I'm Jesus Christ.
He said, I'm your God.
Yep.
Hey, bro. This is right now NYC. An hour ago, they shut the lights off again at that Brooklyn Detention Center. We're still out here because the people inside NBC Brooklyn Detention Center are still freezing. It's gotten dark outside the Brooklyn Detention Center, and it's evident there's no electricity. People are waving flashlights out of the window. See? And who do you think's in that prison, man?
So-called blacks and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. Some Sicilians. Israelites.
But this white man's not the devil.
Yep.
The white man doesn't show hate. People are saying he treats animals better than that.
Yeah, he does.
He really does.
Well, if an animal get killed, all these Edomites gonna rise. Oh, this is wrong.
Yeah.
If Jake gets small, oh, fuck that nigga. In this society, the so-called, the red Hebrew Edomite looks at you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans like you less than an animal, man. Well, the picture of Jake, a video that came out, Jake was up in DeBose Park and he kicked the dog. It was a big ass outrage over it, man. Jake get kicked all the time. Well, where's the outrage for that Israelite man in Vallejo that got abused by that red Hebrew Edomite cop, man?
That guy's a sicko. That Edomite cop is just a trigger-happy devil, man.
Yeah.
A racist.
Devil, a straight-up devil. And he was recording because I was his cousin, and he feared for his life because he already had a pistol out on him, man. He wasn't even looking at him. He was no threat. How's it? The dude obviously ain't got a pistol. He riding a bike, man.
And he's on his own. He's on his own property.
On his own property.
You can record from your own property.
Oh, and then you had a lot of people, and particularly so-called black women, saying, "Well, look, you should have just complied with the cop."
Yeah, and then
See, that's why you idiots, you going into concentration camps.
these Edomites.
Yeah, you gonna comply with the government.
We gotta hear the other side of the story. What's the other side of the story, man?
Right.
The body camera. That's gonna expose Esau even more.
Even more.
The body cam probably won't even know.
Yeah.
The audio cut out.
They cut the audio off.
Ironically, the audio went out, the video went out. You know?
But it's okay because the brother got the cell phone video.
Right.
And he was a Marine hero, man. Marine vet hero. Probably got Purple Hearts and shit.